Okay, cool. So yesterday I did a boo boo. Um, I was uh, I was trying to do a live stream yesterday because I kind of wanted to sum up what the what the month of August has been like, and then going into spring with a few things that I kind of wanted to share my thoughts on. But more importantly, it's really about showing up to maintain consistency with understanding how it all works on YouTube and to stay in that, I suppose, field of really learning more about how to be more assertive, productive through what I need to do to understand the process of improving each step of the way through my YouTube journey. And that's kind of what I was trying to sum up yesterday. And unfortunately, when I checked out the replay, I realized that I'd left something on during the connection, which was, well, firstly, the mic wasn't connected, and then secondly, in the settings, I left my Bluetooth on, which was connected to my headphones that I had nearby. So, I mean, these are, like I said, that happening helped me to look back into like, okay, next time you do this, um, check again. So these are pretty cool things that I get to learn along the way in my journey. So you know, I knew I just had to like start over again because it was unfortunate, but it was because of what I had to share yesterday, and now I can't retake that moment because I was in a moment of what I was doing was because I went for a Sunday drive and I happened to come across a couple that had set up these tables where they were feeding the homeless, and I was thinking, oh wow, I've never seen this before. Like it wasn't nothing huge or anything. They didn't have signs out to say, hey, come one, come all. Obviously, it was just like word of mouth for the homeless. And for those who just enjoy some piece of music, I walked across. I was as I was driving around, I drove nearby, parked up, and then walked into the. Well, it was actually like on the cover where there's a few picnic tables there. People come there to have lunch and stuff like that. So they had this particular area set up for um, place where they could bring all their food, coffee, tea, some water, drinks, stuff like that. And then everyone knew where to come to. So I was so curious to find out a little bit more about what they do and who was running it. And, I happened to find the organizer, a lovely bloke named Carl. And then I got chatting with him, told him, hey, look, I do podcast shows and I basically just try and reach out to local charities and organizations to see if they'd be interested in sharing their story. And if it's something you're interested in doing, be happy for you to maybe partake and share your story on the podcast. And it turned out like, oh yeah, yeah, no, he was pretty open to it. But I didn't realize how quick I had to turn around and really get ready for it because he said, "Oh, look, we're here till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So maybe if you want to come back later on, we can do it then." And I was kind of expecting like maybe next week he'd say, "Oh, okay, come see me next week." So it kind of give me time to try and prep up. Um, but when yeah, but when he said, "Oh no, well, we can shoot it later on," I was like, "Oh, okay." So it was like moments like that. It's like, man, let's do it, Tar. We got this. And so after that, I said to him, "Hey, look, I've got a few things I need to sort out," which was to go and shoot my live stream. I went somewhere at this beautiful park. It was a sunny day, and that's what happened. um, I said to him, I really wanted to get this out of the way because it was just something that I felt like I want to do every Sunday. It's just a quick review of what the week has been like and maybe some of the lessons that I've learnt. So that's kind of the goal, is to have at least one live stream every Sunday. Unfortunately, yesterday's one was a mishap on my behalf, and I didn't check on that. But I can actually see now my mic's working because there's a few other dots down below that are going, back and forth, back and forth. But anyway, getting back to it, it was after that, I managed to get, once I'd completed my live stream, I had to quickly dart back home, grab my table and my stuff, and then get back. They were playing some live music. Him and his church members are, a couple of church members. But it was awesome. Like, they play a few songs for the public, and put on a feed, put on a good spread for those the homeless. And it was an honor to actually get them on the show. Well, actually, it was only supposed to be, so it's a husband and a wife that run it, and it was only supposed to be the husband that was going to join me, but he then asked me last minute. He said, "Oh, can my wife join?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, why not?" And when she came across, I said, "Yeah, well, honestly, I've actually never done a duo, only because I just didn't have enough mics. I had two mics, and that's the way it's always been. It's just one for me, one for my guest. Plus these are the dynamic mics, so you kind of have to hold it close to your mouth." And I just said, "Okay, no, I'm never done this one before, but I'm happy to challenge accepted. We got this." I said, "What we'll have to do is you guys just kind of share the mic in between each other when I ask a few questions." And that's pretty much what happened. And in the end, it was it turned out pretty successful. Uh, I asked them how they felt about it at the end of the show, and yeah, it was pretty good. I was kind of happy with how it all turned out. So yeah, that was kind of the wrap up for the end of the last day of winter yesterday, which I was pretty stoked about. And the funny thing was, I'm always trying to look for new guests, and sometimes the timing may be wrong. You can't just I can call everyone I want to, but it doesn't necessarily mean they'll get to jump on the show. So that's why in those gaps in between where I don't have a guest, I still wanted to continue to maintain with a YouTube video that's based on my journey and working towards how to improve each step of the way. Because yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I had two new videos that were recently uploaded. I did shoot a couple of short videos, but I suppose might as well just let it out now. And um yeah, it was, I got 2 views on after the first upload on Friday, and then 24 hours later it was like 2 views, and then I had another one uploaded on Saturday, and then 12 hours later it was like 5 views or 6 views, I think, later in the afternoon, and that's it. I mean, I know it feels like no one cares in that, but here's the thing: I still see it as a win. Two, is 2 more than 0. 5 is 5 more than 0. So it's over time going to compound. And the more you consistently improve, the better you'll get. The results will eventually get better along the way with views and that. Even though, really, I just want to get better at trying to deliver I suppose, the process of what my journey is like for others that may be on their own journey too. So, yeah, that was kind of some of the highlights that I was trying to cover on some couple of short videos that I did too yesterday as well. But I kind of wanted to touch up and retake from yesterday's mishap and kind of just touch up on what's been going on, how it all ended for the last day of winter, which was pretty stoked, and I look forward to the new month. Personally, I've got my calendar set up in some of the things that I want to sort out for each week, as to at least learn a little bit more about and just lock in, trying to understand all the different moving parts when it comes to a YouTube video, like really get a better understanding of the thumbnails, the hooks, the deliverance with storytelling, and yeah, just all those things along the way are some of the things that I need to really knuckle down on. And man, I can't wait. It's like I feel like a kid in the candy store, or I'm excited to learn something new and improve. So yeah, just thought I'd quickly share my thoughts about what it was like yesterday, and what I look forward to doing into the new month of this month of September. And yeah, I'm looking forward to hopefully not only improve myself, but if someone else is out there on their journey, feel free to join me on my journey, and maybe we can reach out to each other and kind of just keeping each other up to date and giving that extra boost and support. So yeah, you'll probably be watching this on replay, which is cool. There's just so much out there for everyone that's checking out YouTube, and I just kind of wanted to create this as a video diary for me to look back and then go like, yeah, I did that. That's what it was like before, and this is what it's like now. So I look forward to this journey, and I look forward to anyone else who's interested in joining me on this journey too. So until then, stay cool.